Hey everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all, and this week I am planning for the week of September 25th to the first day of October, which is absolutely insane that it's already October, because it for sure does not feel that way at all. Like, not even a little bit does it feel like October, and I don't know why that is. But anyway, I am using the June mystery kit from ScribblePrintsCo with like the hollow champagne foil bundle with the like star design pattern on it, because the June mystery kit is very like Hollywood, old-fashioned glamour with pearls and champagne. All very, very beautiful. And I decided to use this kit for this week because my friend Alyssa was getting married to a man she has been with for 10 years. For 10 years! I don't know where that's from, but that's what just popped into my head. But yeah, they actually celebrated their 10-year anniversary the day before their wedding, which is very, very cute. And then they got married on the 30th of September. I don't have too many wedding kits left in my little stash, and I could have bought another one. I think Caress Press has and SPC might have one that I have not used, but I was like, let me go through my stash of stickers. And I did have one wedding kit, but I'm saving it for my friend Carla, who's getting married at the end of October. And I don't know, I just thought this fit like Alyssa's vibes. I don't know why, but I was like, this is Alyssa's wedding. And I feel like it fit. So yeah, I had Alyssa's wedding this week. What else did I have this week? I was very, very tired this week. I don't know why. I think it's because I was getting my period, which is always super duper fun to like have to suffer before it even happens, you know? But then not much else was going on. I read more books, and I think that's about it. I have something in my eye right now. I feel like I've had something in my eye since like Saturday, since I took my makeup off from after the wedding. It's just like irritated. I don't like it. And I'm so sorry if I'm gonna make you yawn. I was fine until I started recording the voiceover, and now I just feel like I want to yawn, or I can't breathe very well. Or I should just breathe in between sentences. That might help. Okay, so I'm just going to start talking into the sidebar because I always fall behind somewhere during the week. So let's just get into it. I love this full box in the sidebar. It's like this really glam girl with really short, pretty hair. And she's got a little glove on, and she's in a convertible driving into the Beverly Hills Hotel. I love this full box so much. Then I put down 2 of my habit trackers. And then after that, I put in a square box and a half box. One has the lyrics to Taylor Swift's Love Story, because I feel like it has like become Alyssa and Billy's song, because anywhere we went that they were together, they played the song. They played it at Alyssa's bridal shower, and they did play it at the wedding, and Billy always, her fiance, husband, always got down on one knee at the part where it's like, he knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said. So it is very, very cute. So those are the lyrics I put in the sidebar. Then after that, in the half box, I put 4 months until Disney. Woohoo! I'm so excited. We're getting into the Disney countdown, because honestly, I need it. I need to go to Disney, spend a week filled with magic. I need to feel something. Then after that, I have a very long, to-do list with like a double stack of ombre heart checklists. I keep forgetting that the mystery kits don't have an ombre heart checklist, so I always do this to myself. Honestly, I could have put like one thing taken out a box, although I really like the lyrics and the countdown, but I could have made them smaller. But anyway, and then I could have added another full box at the bottom bar. I feel like that's what I've done before with mystery kits, but oh well. Then moving on to day by day, starting on Monday, the first thing I did on my commute to work was catch up on some Big Brother. And then I went to work. I marked reading some of romantic comedy which I had talked about in my last plan with me a bit more. But this is the week that I finish it. Then I marked pre-ordering a deluxe Hunger Games box set. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which there's a high probability you don't know what I'm talking about, but Scholastic UK, go on their Instagram. They have a pre-order for this most luxurious, beautiful looking print of the Hunger Games plus the prequel. So like the trilogy plus the prequel. And they are in these beautiful pastel colors, well, like bright pastel colors. They have foil on them. And then they don't look like the covers that are like, oh my God, they're just so beautiful. They have pretty flowers on them. And then they have like the Mockingjay. Oh my God, they're so stunning. Please look them up and then pre-order. You do have to go through like the UK stuff. Some people have ordered it from Amazon. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out. And then I think the shipping is free from Amazon. And then also look in the comments because the people down there will tell you where it ships free from. I saw where it just ships to the US and like blindly just hit submit. I tried calling my sister and being like, talk me off, like tell me not to get this. She didn't pick up her phone. So I called Kelly, and Kelly is a hype queen. And she was like, you need them. Of course you need them. And I'm like, you're so right. So I ordered them and it was like $100. Like it also like, it was like $100. Then shipping was like $15 US, or it was like 12 pounds and $15-ish, 18 US, but I'm like worth it. I do have the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes book, and I do have the Hunger Games trilogy in the physical form, but I feel like these beautiful things ended up on my Instagram feed for a reason, and I think they match my vibes. You can't deny the vibes. I'm here for all the vibes. So I bought them. But seriously, like, just go look at it. It's so pretty just to stare at. Then I got home and me and my brother-in-law, Brandon, watched football together. We also ordered wings. It was very nice. What is it? Oh yeah, I put down like a little towel on my bed so we could watch it in my room, and we watched football and the Birds won. So go Birds. And also at the same time, we were FaceTiming my sister who was back home in Delaware. So then moving on to Tuesday, this was the first day I started to feel tired and I was desperate for coffee. So I put like need coffee sticker, and then I went to work. And also marked reading some more romantic comedy. Everything's a pattern here. Monday through Thursday is always a pattern of boxes. Then I got home and watched a ton of Ted Lasso, which I feel like I was going off on a tangent about. That wasn't a real sentence. I was going off on a tangent about. Yeah, that's a real sentence. In my last plan with me, like way towards the end, but it just keeps getting better and better. Currently, I'm on the 3rd season and the 9th episode, and I think it's like a couple of more episodes and then it's over. But I love it. The show makes me so happy. Highly recommend. Get Apple subscription, the free week trial. I feel like if you're like a really good binge watcher, you can knock it off in the free trial period. It's so good. I love it. I won't spoil it in case anything, but there's one character that I think can sit in a trash can, and I stand by it. Oh, he's getting a little better in the 3rd season, but still he can sit in a trash can. Then while I was watching Ted Lasso, I filmed last week's plan with me. Huzzah. And then I ended the night by watching some YouTube videos to help me fall asleep. So then moving on to Wednesday, we get another sleepy sticker, and I went to work and started the book Caraval. It's not Caravel. Like Carvel. I'm assuming it's Caraval, like Carnival, but Caraval. It is a book I've had on my bookshelf for years. I had it on my bookshelf when there were only 2 books, and then bought the 3rd book when that one came out, still not having had read Caraval. And I also bought Once Upon a Broken Heart a while ago. And you don't have to read Caraval to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I still haven't read, but I've heard you didn't have to read it. But I'm like, I'm a purist in the way where I'm like, I need to read these books how they were meant to be read, because just in case something like accidentally spoils it, like I think it's just within the same world, those two books. But just in case, like if some of the characters show up, I don't want to already know who they're with, or them being in their transformed state or whatever after their hero journey. You know what I mean? That might not make any sense. But yeah, so I finally started reading it. It was kind of a struggle to get through it a little bit. I wasn't like a fan of the main character at the start, or she was just irritating me. But I did end up finishing the book and I really liked it. So then I went to my uncle's house for dinner. My mom was in Spain, so every time my mom leaves, my uncle invites me over for dinner. And then he brings my cousin Julia as like a little, like, he's like, here, I brought you a friend. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. It's so nice. So I had dinner at my uncle's house, and then me and Julia just hung out after dinner. We had some nice chats. So I wrote chat with Julia as my little fancy label thing. We were just catching up on life, and there was a lot to catch up on. Then I came home and I sort of just relaxed and watched Ted Lasso. I think I got home at like 9 o'clock, and usually my bedtime's at like 10:30. So I didn't really have much time to do anything, but I just let myself lay in bed, watch a little bit of Ted Lasso, and just chill, which felt really nice, especially because I was so freaking tired. And I also went to bed at a decent time. And did I wake up on Thursday very, very tired? Yes. I also woke up very hungry. So on my way to work, I stopped to get a bagel with scallion cream cheese, as one does. I think I even was a little bit cheeky and got an everything bagel with scallion cream cheese, and then put my mask on to go to work. And should I have brushed my teeth after I ate? Absolutely. Because all I did was smell an everything bagel, which you didn't need to know that, but that's just like a little fun fact for you. Then I went to work. Well, I was already at work. I ate my bagel at work. I think my first patient canceled on this day, and I was so excited because it meant I had more time to eat my bagel. Well, I could leisurely eat my bagel instead of like stuffing it into my mouth. So that was nice. So why did I not have time to brush my teeth? I had no excuse. I definitely had time to brush my teeth. Anyway, then I came home and recorded the voiceover for last week's Plan With Me, which took me 20 takes. If you've seen that video, I did my best. I'm okay with what I put out and finally published, but I recorded the voiceover this day and then actually ended up exporting the video, deleting it, and waking up the next morning to record the voiceover while I was having a raging migraine, which I think I might have mentioned in the voiceover, the newer voiceover that I did. But yeah, I was trying very hard. It's very hard to update on your life when so much had happened in 2 months. It's a lot. Then I spent the rest of Thursday watching more Ted Lasso. I'm surprised I haven't run out of episodes. To be fair, I just said you could binge it in 7 days, but I'm not very, I only get like much time to binge watch, and the episodes range from like 35 to 40 something minutes. But yeah, I watched a lot of Ted Lasso. I took a bath. It was delightful. My mom was supposed to come home in the afternoon this day, but her flight got delayed. So she ended up coming home at midnight. Midnight, you come and pick me up, no hit. Okay, needed to throw in some T-Swift there. So I wrote, the last thing I marked on Thursday was that my mom came home from Spain. Then on Friday, the first thing I marked was that I had a raging migraine. I woke up with a headache. Why did I wake up with a headache? I don't even know. I don't remember. But like out of nowhere, just a migraine. I was so sleepy. Did my cat wake me up early? I can't remember. But that's not usually why I get migraines. But yeah, my head hurt really bad, and it kept progressing and getting worse. And I thought I didn't have any more of my headache medicine, so I didn't take anything. And I thought I just needed to eat and have some water, which when you're about to get a migraine, like that's never the answer. None of that is. I should have just popped like 4 Advils right at the jump, but I didn't. And then so I woke up, I filmed the voiceover to my Plan With Me, and then published it, I think later in the afternoon. But I also had therapy on this day, so I went to therapy. My headache was going away, but I think I was just like overwhelmed in therapy, so it only brought it back with a vengeance. So much so that when I got home, I literally curled. That word is hard. Hold on, let me start again. I literally curled up into a ball and just laid there before I could even go eat. And I didn't eat before therapy, so that whole theory about me eating, that didn't work either. But I did take 2 Advil, and it wasn't getting better, so I literally took 2 more Advil, like 30 minutes afterwards to make it go away. It worked, and it was great. I had to call a lot of like the pharmacy and my doctor because they wouldn't like fill my prescription of a headache medicine that they gave me. Turns out I was never prescribed it. He gave me a sample of it. And now I'm getting phone calls because I was very adamant that I was prescribed this med. And it's very, very expensive if it's not covered by your insurance. So I was like, you need to give me this med. He did prescribe it. Like, don't gaslight me. They didn't gaslight me. They just never prescribed it to me in the first place. But now I think I'm going to get it prescribed. I just have to call back the people who keep calling me. And I keep missing their call because they only call me at work. Anyway, so I finally went to go eat breakfast and I caught up on some Big Brother. Then I sort of just chilled and hung out with, by myself? No, with Brandon. Brandon actually went to London on Tuesday and came back on Friday. So he was back. And I was just hanging out with him until I went to go get my nails done, which I got this lovely red color. I wanted it to be more like like burgundy, deeper, dark red. And somehow it ended up being this color, which I feel like it didn't look like that on the swatch. And there were a lot of swatches and they all didn't look like that. But it's fine. Everyone's like, it's very blood red. And I'm like, it is. But my dress for the wedding was green. So I felt like I was really giving Christmas. So that was the only thing where I was like, I don't know if I'm like a real fan of this color. But I love it. I love red nails. So my only hesitation was that I was going to look like Christmas. But for a day. And does it really matter? Because we love Christmas around here. So I had my nail appointment and then I went to a bakery to get my, literally to get a nom. But, what did I get? Oh, the lobster tail I talked about in my last plan with me that was filled with cannoli cream. Delicious. Got one for myself, got one for Brandon. And I also got myself a chai tea latte because I think he was raining this day and like the day just called for a warm beverage. And then the last thing I did on this day was watch a ton more of Ted Lasso. I think also I played Sims at one point, but it wasn't worth marking because I didn't play for very long. Why? Because I think my Sims got engaged and I was like, okay, I don't know what to do with them now. I think I threw them an engagement party and then I got bored, so I turned it off. All right, very, very exciting stuff. Then moving on to Saturday, I spent the morning watching TV. Oh, I remember I watched The Amazing Race. I caught up on that, and I love that it's 90 minutes episodes now. And I think it was a really great start to The Amazing Race, like this season. I really enjoyed the episode a lot. I'm a fan of a lot of the couples. Like the pairs playing. No one seems very annoying yet. So it's really fun to watch all of them go through like this whole race. And then I decided, what the heck? And I started watching Survivor. So this is my first time watching Survivor ever. And I also really liked it. It was nice to just have on. I really liked it. I have nothing more to say on that. Except the one kid who was like having a panic attack from the jump, and then the one girl who was like, how does one survive? I'm like, do you know what show you signed up for? This is my first time watching this. And I'm like, I even know that you probably should have done some research or something before getting on this show. But I think like they were both super fans and they were just kind of like, I didn't realize how intense this would be. But one really still wanted to stay and the other one wanted to go home. So it was just like a whole thing. All right, then I went on some errands. I had to take out some money as a gift for the wedding. I also had to buy a razor because I bought a pack at Costco, so it comes with like the handle and then a bunch of razor heads. I left the razor handle at the beach house. So I've been trying to use just like the brush heads and like I put like my fingers over the little, what is it? The back of the oh my God, what are they called? The back of the razor. It's like this little thing that latches onto the handle. I was trying to use it like that, but it just wasn't working out. So I had to go get a new razor to shave my legs. And what else happened after that? Oh, and then my sister and my friend Erica were both in the wedding. And Vicky had not been fed because their call time. They had to be there at like 6 o'clock in the morning to start getting ready. So they didn't get to eat. And they needed coffee, so they had asked me and Brandon, since we were out, to go get them something. I didn't want to do it, and it was raining, and I had straightened my hair, so I'm like, I'm spending too much time outside, but we did end up doing it. We were good people, and we got them some Starbucks, and we delivered it to them, and then finally went home, and I got ready real quick for the church ceremony, which is what I marked next. It was my first time seeing a church ceremony, and I'm Jewish, so I learned a lot. Yeah. It was a really nice ceremony, though, so I liked it. And then there were bubbles at the end, so I really enjoyed that. Then there was like a 5-hour gap between the ceremony and the reception. So me and Brandon, since neither of us were in the wedding party, we went to go get some sushi, which is really nice. And then we got home and just relaxed. And then I got ready for the actual reception. And so then it was Alyssa and Billy's wedding. And oh my God, their cocktail hour was insane. There was so much food. What's called the open bar. Oh, there was an open bar. There were also these like ice sculptures that they could pour drinks down, which was really, really cool. It was just like all these different types of vodkas and then an ice sculpture. And so me and my friend Tyler, we went over there and I was like, this is so intriguing. Do we do this? And he goes, yeah. And so the guy comes over. He's like, what flavor vodka would you like? And I'm like, we get to choose? So I went with orange and Tyler went with raspberry. And he got to pour it down the ice sculpture and we got to catch it. Well, I caught both of them. I probably should have asked Tyler if he wanted to catch it. But anyway, I caught both shots and then it was so delightful. And then, so cocktail hour was crazy. Then we got called to the reception and the entire reception area was beautiful. There was these gorgeous flowers everywhere, chandeliers, this whole big room. Everything was cast in like pinks and purples. And then it was an absolute blast to just like dance and eat. I think I spent a majority of the time on the dance floor and it was like broken up into like 3 different times to dance in like a very well executed way. And then each time was kind of like a different vibe to the dance floor. So I really liked it. Like at no point did they play like, ABBA songs and then like play something just like off kilter like EDM music. So there was just like that kind of section. Then there was what they called the Jersey Shore section, and then at the end was more like classic hits that you would like hear at weddings and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. So I marked it at the end with like a little dancing sticker. I thought I had a wedding script sheet, but I don't know where it is in any color. I thought I just didn't have gold. I don't want to see them in any color, so I don't know where they were. So then moving on to Sunday, the first thing I did when I woke up was shower. My hair was all gross because of how sweaty I was from dancing, and then my eyes were gunked shut from all the makeup that I was wearing, and I took it off well, but for some reason, whenever I take off makeup, no matter with what, the cleansing balm. I'm supposed to use the cleansing balm. I didn't use the cleansing balm. That's the only time my eyes don't like glue shut from taking off my makeup. And then I was feeling really productive this day. So I decluttered my drawers. And then I decided to take a little break and worked on some bracelets for the Eras Tour movie for myself, my sister, and Alyssa, who is also going to go with us. And I watched Ted Lasso while that happened. Then I put on the Eagles game in the background as I organized my entire closet. And I did actually end up watching like the game. I mean, I was by myself at home, like Brandon wasn't here or anything. And it was like really good. it was like entertaining to watch. And I'm like, who am I? But only watch the birds. Go birds. And so I organized my closet finally, which has been something I've been meaning to do and it's been on my to-do list. And then for some reason, I decided to start playing Dreamlight Valley again on my Switch. I have since also put it on my PC and it is a game changer, but I will leave that for next week. Look at me finishing on time. Yes. I really, really love how this week turned out. I think it fits the vibes for Alyssa's and Billy's wedding perfectly. Their colors were purple, so not a hint of pink in sight, but the vibes are there, and I really like how this week turned out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!